On a sunny day in 2008, two Audis drove into a shopping mall in the center of Dubai. The cars sped through the mall, making a beeline for the luxury jewelry store. The lead Audi backed into the glass doors of the shop, breaking the glass and allowing for the second car to drive directly into the store. The staff ran for their lives as masked gunmen hopped out of the car and started methodically smashing open glass cases and stealing the jewels locked inside. The movement of smashing the glass and grabbing the jewels seemed to be almost one swipe of the hand. Exactly 1 minute and 30 seconds after smashing into the shop, all of the gunmen were back in the car and making their escape, with over $3.5 million worth of jewelry. The cars sped out of the shopping mall and onto the nearby freeway. The timing was perfect. Traffic was at a standstill coming in the opposite direction, barricading in the police who were responding to the theft. But the thieves had an open road ahead of them to unleash their powerful V8 engines. As the cars drove off into the desert with their loot, one thing was obvious to everyone who had witnessed the heist. These were no street thugs. These were trained professionals. Who are the Pink Panthers? And how did they manage to stay under the radar and steal over $500 million worth of jewelry from 20 different countries? Today, we're going to find out. I'm Nathan, and this is 5 Minute Stories. The Pink Panthers are an organized group of criminals who are mainly made up of former Yugoslavian ex-military men and women from the Bosnian War. After the war ended, these soldiers decided to put their military skills into action as criminals instead. The first major raid that brought fame to this group came in 2003, when a diamond worth 500,000 British pounds was stolen from a jeweler in London, along with around $40 million worth of other diamonds. The thieves hid this precious diamond in a jar of face cream, which is how they got the name, the Pink Panthers. Over the next several years, the Pink Panthers robbed 120 different stores in 20 different countries, making them one of the most successful criminal organizations in history. What really set apart the Pink Panthers from other thieves was the amount of planning they put into each heist. Everything about the heist would be meticulously planned, so as to have the best chance of success. Before one heist in the south of France, the Panthers put a fresh coat of paint on a park bench across the street from the jewelry store they would be hitting, to deter anyone from sitting there and witnessing the crime. This attention to detail paid off many times over in the heist the Panthers pulled off. In Tokyo, 3 men entered a luxury shop wearing wigs, and pepper sprayed the staff at work there. They then smashed glass cases and made off with over $30 million of jewelry. In 2007, in Copenhagen, 3 men ran through a hotel lobby into a jewelry store located inside the hotel and stole over $1 million worth of jewels before running back out in front of stunned hotel guests. In general, the Pink Panthers use the same methods for each heist. First, an attractive woman will scout the target and make note of anything that would be useful knowledge for the heist. When it came to executing the heist, one well-dressed man would enter the store and prop the door open with his foot, allowing for the smash and grab team of 3 or 4 men to run in and do exactly that, smash and grab. Most of the time, the entire heist was completed in about 30 seconds. Then the team would start a detailed getaway that got them to another country in hours. Sometimes they would escape by car. Sometimes, if they were along the coast, they would escape by speedboat. But either way, they would use fake passports to leave the country as soon as possible. This team method of smash and grab was not always the preferred method, however. In fact, the largest heist pulled by the Pink Panthers, and possibly the largest jewelry heist in history, occurred in 2013, when a single man wearing a baseball cap and a scarf snuck into the Carlton Hotel in Cannes with an automatic pistol. At the time, a massive jewel collection was being stored at the hotel for an upcoming exhibit. The unarmed guards put up little resistance to the assailant, and the man managed to escape with over $136 million worth of jewels. The peak of the Pink Panthers seems to have passed now, though, as stricter laws and greater cooperation across the European Union have made it difficult for these thieves to find safe havens in Europe. It seems as though the era of smash and grab heists has gone away with the times, and the former professional thieves find themselves with skills that are no longer useful in a world where the largest heists take place on computers. At least they can look back and remember the good old days, when the Pink Panthers were the world's most feared and revered thieving organization.